Saturday, getting ready for a march. Tell me what the march is about.
The march is about economic injustice, and we are going to march to a housing project. We're going to march to a senior center. Maybe come back here and stir shit up at Wells Fargo.
Oh, okay.
We will see.
Okay, thank you. Morning.
Got the drone.
I'm not big on it. I'm in support.
That's fine.
And I don't have any.
I was hurt for 2 days.
These guys are going into the project here.
Mic check!
Mic check!
Good morning and glad to see you!
Good morning, glad to see you.
Both many familiar and new beautiful faces.
Beautiful faces.
We gather here on this chilly morning to voice our rejection of the growing gap of income inequality. To tell our federal and local leaders, as well as the corporate plutocrats, enough is enough. And to tell those most affected, that we are here for you. If you factored in all the discouraged workers, and all those working part-time, cannot find full-time employment, the real unemployment rate right now would be approximately 23%. Today, no less than 46.2 million Americans live in poverty. More than 45 million Americans are now on food stamps. This number has increased 74% since 2007. Meanwhile, the 1% sit in their penthouses and sip champagne, enjoying record profits year after year. Is this system working properly? No longer will we as citizens sit idly. As the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. Stand with us.
Children and elderly are some of the most affected and helpless in this economy. Today, 1 out of every 5 children live below the poverty line.
Today, 1 out of 5 children live below the poverty line.
1 out of every 4 American children is on food stamps.
1 out of 4
American children is on food stamps.
In Easton, 66% of all poor families are female-run single-parent households.
In Easton, 66% of all poor families are female-run single-parent households.
We ask, is this the future that our children deserve?
Is this the future that our children deserve?
15.9% of senior citizens live below the poverty line.
15.9% of senior citizens live below the poverty line.
In large part due to the rising cost of health care. Today, there are 50 million Americans who do not have any health care.
Today, there are 50 million Americans that do not have any health care.
One single medical bill could bankrupt nearly all of these people.
One single medical bill could bankrupt nearly all of these people.
Why must the wealthiest country in the world treat their elders in this malicious way?
Why must the wealthiest country in the world treat their elders in this malicious way?
We must put people over profit once and for all.
We must put people over profit once and for all.
On this holiday weekend, we ask that you reflect on the reason for the season.
On this holiday weekend, we ask that you reflect on the reason for the season.
If Martin Luther King was living today, would he stand up against economic injustice?
If Martin Luther King was living today,
would he stand up
for economic injustice?
Would he wallow on his couch in complacence?
Would he wallow on his couch in complacence?
Or would he mobilize?
To
foster the needed change in this country?
foster the needed change in this country?
More importantly, what will you do? Marion Wright Edelman said, a lot of people are waiting for Martin Luther King or Mahatma Gandhi.
A lot of people are waiting for Martin Luther King or Mahatma Gandhi
to come back, but they are gone. We are it.
We are it.
It's up to us.
It's up to us.
It's up to you.
It's up to you. With a relevant quote, directly from Dr. King. We are now faced with the fact that tomorrow is today. We are confronted with the fierce urgency of now. In this unfolding conundrum of life and history, there is such a thing as being too late. This is no time for apathy or complacency. This is a time for vigorous and positive action.